And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We are live at Alice Lloyd College on a Saturday afternoon for high school basketball right here on the Killer Bee Sports Network, 107.1 WKCB, the Killer Bee Heinemann. Also, 107.7 W299 AS Hazard and 103.7 WCBJ The Wolf, Campton Jackson. Good afternoon. My name is Tyler Wolf, and we are set to bring you live coverage of the boys semifinals of the 14th Region All-A basketball tournament from Alice Lloyd College. Pippa passes Kentucky at Knott County at the Perry Campus Center building. Game one this afternoon will be the Leslie County Eagles going up against the Jenkins Cavaliers. And Jenkins, of course, head coached by Winston Oliver. They are 9-4 on the season coming into this afternoon's matchup against Leslie County, whom is head coached by John Noble. They are 6-6 on the season. So this should be a fairly interesting matchup between these two. And then game two, coming up at around 5 o'clock or so this afternoon, will be Hazard taking on Breathitt County. And I expect the start time of that one maybe to be pushed back slightly as well, since we did have a delay to start this first game, because we have just wrapped up an Alice Lloyd College girls game here, is what kind of pushed the start time of 3 o'clock of this one back a little ways, as we had to wait to finish out a college game here that was being played this afternoon at Alice Lloyd College. And a big thanks to Tiffany Moore on site with our online streaming, and a big thanks to Cody Sparkman back at Studio Controls, and a big thanks to all of our sponsors making the broadcast possible for coverage of the 14th Region All-A Tournament on the Killer Bee Sports Network. And those sponsors are Appalachian Regional Healthcare, the Bentley Law Office in Prestonsburg, Breathitt Funeral Home in Jackson, East Kentucky Pharmacy in Heinemann, Hicks Brothers Construction in Knott County, Dairy Queen in the Holly Hills Shopping Center in Heinemann, Rose Brothers Department Stores in Jackson and Beattyville, Tim Short Chrysler, Highway 80 in Hazard, the Martin Law Office in Heinemann, Jackson, Salyersville, and Moorhead. Also, Alice Lloyd College, JNC Excavating of Emelina, the Knott County Fiscal Court, Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply on Main Street in Jackson, the Bates and Sloan Law Office in downtown Heinemann, Howard Family Pharmacy at Allen and Eastern in Floyd County, Heinemann Funeral Services, along with Community Trust Bank, Tim Short Chevrolet in Hazard, Seth Combs Law Office in Heinemann, Appalachian Wireless, Tim Short Honda, US 23 at Ivel, the Bank of Heinemann, also Corey Watson, your Knott County coroner, and Baker's Auto Parts, your Napa store in Jackson on Highway 15. Those are your sponsors of the coverage of the 14th Region All-A Tournament along the Killer Bee Sports Network of WKCB Heinemann and WCBJ Campton. So I'll tell you what, let's do. Let's go ahead and take about a 2-minute break, get a word in with some of our sponsors, and we'll give you some inside individual statistics on both teams here before we get this one underway, and we'll come right back in 2 minutes. You're listening and watching the Killer Bee Sports Network.
Don't slow you down. At Hazard ARH Orthopedics, we specialize in diagnosing, treating, and repairing bones, joints, and connective tissue. From knees, hips, to shoulders and elbows, our expert team offers the latest non-surgical treatments and advanced surgical options, including minimally invasive procedures and joint replacements. Plus, no referral is needed. That's right. You can schedule you at Hazard ARH Orthopedics by calling 606-487-7510. ARH, more for Appalachia.
I'm attorney Jared Bentley. If someone in your family's been hurt in a car crash at no fault of their own, and I know you're going through a upside down. The pain, the stress, loss of income, the questions you have, it's overwhelming. I've seen it many times, and it never gets easier. When you choose Bentley Law Group, I won't treat you like a case or a member. I'll treat you as family who needs answers and who needs help. I fight hard, and I'll fight for you. Give me a call at 606-506-1733 in Prestonsburg. Bentley Law Group, the truth still matters.
Looking for a new pharmacy? Clients and Kinney and the staff at East Kentucky Pharmacy, conveniently located inside Dr. Stumble's clinic, just above the Holly Hills Shopping Center in Hinewood. They accept Medicaid, private insurance, and most Medicare Part D plans. Get stuck in long lines waiting for prescriptions to be filled? Get them filled in minutes at East Kentucky Pharmacy. They're locally owned and operated and have been serving the people of Knott County since 1973. Stop by and see the people you can trust at East Kentucky Pharmacy. Follow them on Facebook and give them a call at 785-3784. That's 785-DR. UG.
This is Jeff Haney. Recently been really with respect and dignify my service with these relations. We welcome the opportunity to price match. We offer pre-need burial policies that lock in the price and are transferable, like all food measures. Griffith Funeral Home, when only the best will do.
And we are back here at Alice Lloyd College in Knott County at the passes at the Perry Campus Center building for game 1 of 2 of the boys' 14th region semifinals. As game 1, of course, features Leslie County getting set to take on Jenkins here at game 1. And let's go ahead and give you some individual statistics here on Leslie County, give you a little insight on them as far as individual statistics are concerned on the season here, just to give you a little insight on them. And we'll also give you a little bit of insight, too, as well on the Jenkins Cavaliers statistics thus far on the season here. If I can get the computer to work in my favor here to get those statistics I found here, we will get you that information. Apparently, internet is not wanting to work in the Wolfman's favor here. Oh, you can tell this is live broadcasting at its best. Let me try another trick here again. I had them pulled up here. Now the internet doesn't want to play nice with Wolfman here all of a sudden. And tell you what, while that loads up here, let's go ahead and remind you that again, Leslie County is 6-6 on the season. Head coach John Noble and Winston Oliver and Jenkins roll in at 9-4 on the season, coming into this afternoon's matchup here between these two teams here. And okay, now the computer wants to cooperate in Tyler's favor here. Let's go ahead and give you some individual statistics that we do know on the Leslie County Eagles. Again, they're a 500 team right now, 6-6 on the season. Head coach by John Noble. Of course, John Noble, no stranger to the 14th region as far as coaching basketball is concerned here. Has apparently, from what we understand, John Noble has a fairly decent team over there at Hyden, from what we can gather and understand about the Leslie County Eagles. And some players we can tell you that you will hear a lot about in the game coming up this afternoon with these two teams right here. Names that you're going to hear a lot about as far as the scoring is concerned for Leslie County. As if I can remember correctly, I think we've already covered them a little earlier on in the season. And they still got the senior Trip Brashear, who really leads the way for Leslie County and really pulled them through a lot, too, and led them in the WYMT tournament back in December at Knott County Central. So that's a name you'll hear a lot from Leslie County this afternoon in this matchup. And you'll also hear a lot about Trent Rajon. You'll hear a lot about him in this matchup. And Rylan Howard, you'll hear a lot about him, the junior for Leslie County. Cutter Browning, another starter for Leslie County, who does some tremendous things with the Leslie County Eagles. And now, let's see here. We're getting closer to getting their statistics to pull up here on the computer. I apologize, folks. Internet's a little slower than what it was. It was speedy before we came on the air, and then when we come on the air, that's when it started to bog down and slow down on us here. But those are the players we can tell you that we can remember right offhand about Leslie County that you'll hear a lot about in this game now. Winston Oliver and Jenkins. Tell you what, Winston Oliver doing some pretty good things with the Jenkins Cavaliers program down there in Letcher County. Has last year, as you all know, Winston Oliver and company went on to win the 53rd District Boys Championship last year in the 53rd District as they defeated Knott County Central in that game last year. And Jenkins Cavaliers, big favorite in the boys in the 53rd District and could possibly make maybe even another appearance in the 14th Region Boys Basketball Tournament, which will be played at Breathitt County High School come March. And then, of course, you know, you've got the girls' 14th Region Basketball Tournament. That is scheduled to be played at Knott County Central this year, as we understand. Now, let's give you the insight on Leslie County that we do have. For Leslie County, scoring-wise right now, 13 points a game for Jesse Hoskins. Also about 11 points a ball game for Cutter Browning. 8 points a ball game for Trip Brashear. 6 points a ball game for Waden Whitehead. Field goal shooting right now for Leslie County, 62% for Trip Brashear, 57% for Cutter Browning, 57% as well for Trent Rajon, and 50% for Nathan Lewis. 3-point shooting for Leslie County, 43% is the best they do with Caden Bell, and 40% also for Waden Whitehead and Cutter Browning at 38%. So those will be the players that'll shoot the three for Leslie County. Let's go ahead and take a break here as we get set for the national anthem and prayer. And when we come right back, we'll have a little insight on Jenkins, the starting lineups, and the tip-off. Back in 3 minutes on the Killer Bee Sports Network.
Listen, Grandpa, to get you out of the mud in your driveway or parking lot, you need to call Kirby Hicks at 606-785-4838. If you need a house seat built, you need to call Kirby Hicks at 606-785-4838. If you need any type of dozer or excavation work, you need to call Kirby Hicks at 606-785-4838. If you need some gabion baskets to help stabilize a hill, you need to call Kirby Hicks at 606-785-4838. Kirby has years of experience in the construction business, and he does the job right. Don't track in that mud. Call Kirby at 606-785-4838. That's Hicks Brothers Construction of Not
Happy birthday, anniversary, or some other special event coming up, and celebrate with a delicious ice cream cake from Dairy Queen in the Holly Hills Shopping Center in Haifa. Dairy Queen can now print your favorite picture on your ice cream cake with their new edible ink printer. It replicates favorite photo on your cake. Make your next birthday or anniversary even more special. Printing a favorite photo on your cake with Dairy Queen at the Holly Hills Shopping Center. Find them.
This is George Minks here at Tim Short Chrysler in Hazard, Kentucky. If an automobile is something that you're needing, we have got an amazing selection right now. We got some unreal deals. I'll give you just a few examples. We got new Ram trucks right now that you can get up to $18,000 off. Grand Cherokee, some deal you can get up to $10,000 off. I want you to go to our website because it's free on vehicles. We have the best deals, not just in Eastern Kentucky, state of Kentucky. We feel confident in the whole country. JimShortChrysler.net. You will find the best deals on all pre-owned vehicles. It's Jim Short Chrysler in Hazard, Kentucky.
in the United States are injured in accidents. Many of these accidents are unfortunately caused by preventable carelessness. The law protects those harmed by negligent parties and allows the injured to seek compensation for their suffering. If you or a loved one has been injured in an accident resulting from negligence, that's when you need the help of a trusted friend like Todd Martin of the Martin Law Office. Todd and his colleagues have years of experience representing people across East Kentucky. Give them a call, 606-785-5045, or call the Salyersville office at 606-349-6171. The Martin Law Office, Hindman, Salyersville, Moorhead, and Jackson. The Hindman Bromart Home Center has everything you need to winterize your home to save on those power bills when that cold winter weather arrives. When you walk through the doors of the Hindman Bromart, you're greeted by an experienced, knowledgeable staff who knows you, knows what you need, and knows where it's located in their store. You don't need your GPS to find your way around the Hindman Bromart. They're large enough to have what you need, but not so big that they can't offer the service you expect. And Hindman Bromart is your headquarters for those energy-efficient, world-famous Anderson windows. The Hindman Bromart Home Center, Highway 160 Hindman, call 606-785-3151.
And we are back. Tip-off is underway. We apologize about the delay there. We had to do some technical adjustments there during the break. We had a delay in our audio getting back to the station. Tip-off is underway. Jenkins already with a basket, 2-0 over Leslie County, as Chase McNeely got that basket, and a shot there by Leslie County's Trip Brashear is up, and it's good, or rather Cutter Browning with that basket for Leslie County. And we are tied at 2 apiece here between Leslie County and Jenkins as the tip-off is underway here in game 1 of 2 of the boys' 14th region semifinals. And Jenkins brings the ball up the length of the floor, and he goes out of bounds, and possession arrow in favor of Leslie County. And inbounding now for Leslie County will be number 1, Cutter Browning. He'll inbound it now to Caden Bell. Bell going to bring it up the length of the floor for Leslie County as Bell brings it up to the right wing, gets it off to Begley. Begley going to fire a three. That one no good. And a rebound, Jenkins. And on the rebound is Sean Collier. Sean Michael Collier going to get it off to number 1 here for Jenkins. I'll get you his jersey, or rather his name here in just a second, as Jenkins has possession of the basketball here. And we got almost a steal by Leslie County, but maintained by Jenkins, and a jumper from the baseline now by number 22 for Jenkins, Hunter Wyatt. Shot is up, and that one is no good. And Kel Owens is number 1 for Jenkins. And Leslie County gets a three-pointer there that time by Tripp Brashear, and it's good. And just like that, Leslie County retakes the lead at 5-2. And Jenkins with possession of the basketball here. They're going to fire a three, as it is going to be number 15, Sean Michael Collier, with the three, no good. And a rebound, Leslie County, as Bell will come down with a rebound. Bell will get it off. Looks like he got that one over to number 11, Jesse Hoskins, with a three, shot up, no good. Jenkins bringing it up the other end of the floor, and doing so for them is Wyatt. He'll go in for the jumper, couldn't get that one. Rebound, Leslie County, as it is going to be Browning with a rebound, getting it off to Bell. Bell going to bring it up to the right wing. Jenkins in a man-to-man defense here, as Bell gets that one over to Begley for three from the right wing. Shot up, no good. Ball out of bounds, and officials are going to say last touch Leslie County, and possession going to be in favor of Jenkins here. It's Leslie County 5, Jenkins 2 on your radio dial this afternoon. Game 1 of 2 of the boys 14th Region All-A semifinals. Bale into Brashear, into Begley, and we've got a whistle. And we are going to have a foul, offensive foul on Leslie County. And they're going to get that one, looks like, on Caden Bell. And that'll be his first, and that will be the team first in this quarter for Leslie County. And now Jenkins will inbound the basketball back into play, as it is going to be Adkins getting it off now to Owens. Owens with it. Gets it over now to, and a steal by Leslie County, as it is going to be Hoskins with the steal, the one-hander, and it's good for Jesse Hoskins of Leslie County. And they push their lead out to 5, 7-2 over Jenkins. And Jenkins with possession of the basketball here, as it is going to be dribbling up the court with it, number 10, Chase McNeely. And looks like McNeely stepped out of bounds with it there. Turnover on Jenkins, and possession arrow back in favor of Leslie County. And Caden Bell going to inbound the basketball here for Leslie County. Bell going to inbound it to Hoskins. Back over to Bell. He'll bring it up across the timeline up toward the top of the key. Swings the pass over to the right to Hoskins. Hoskins gets that one off to Browning. Browning over now to Bell. Bell will fire a three from the right wing. Shot up, no good. And we are going to have a foul on Jenkins. No, but foul on Leslie County, actually. And they got that one on number 24, Tripp Brashear of Leslie County. So that'll be his first, team second in this quarter for Leslie County. So now Jenkins will inbound the basketball back into play. And doing so for them will be Collier. Collier gets it off to Owens. Owens. He's going to bring it up across the timeline. Gets it back over now to, it looks like, number 15, Collier. And they got that one over to Wyatt. And we've got a foul on Leslie County here. And they got that one on number 11. That is Jesse Hoskins. That's his first, team third in the quarter for Leslie County. Jenkins will inbound the basketball back into play, as Collier will inbound it down to Owens. Owens going to dribble up to the top of the key. Swings the pass over to the left down to Wyatt. Wyatt gets it over down to number 4, Tristan Campbell. Campbell gets it up to the baseline here. It looks like to number 11. That is Malachi Adkins. Basket no good. We got a foul on Leslie County once again. And they got that one on number 1 for the Eagles, and that is Cutter Browning. That's his first, team fourth. 4 fouls already for Leslie County just in this first quarter alone. None for Jenkins, and a 3 there that time by number 1 for Jenkins there. That is Owens. The shot is up and no good, and Bell with a rebound for Leslie County, as Bell will get it off here. Looks like to Hoskins. Hoskins back up to Bell on the top of the key. Swings the pass over to the left wing to Begley. He'll fire a 3. Nothing But the bottom of the net for Isaiah Begley of Leslie County, and they push their lead out to 8, 10-2 over Jenkins. 3:17 to go, first quarter. And Jenkins with possession of the basketball here, as it is going to be Collier. He'll get that one off up to Wyatt. And Owen's going to fire a three from the right wing. That one no good. And a rebound this time by Browning of Leslie County. He'll drive to the basket. And as he goes toward the basket, a foul committed by Jenkins. And they will get that one on number 1 for the Cavaliers. And that is Cale Owens. And that will be his first. And that is the team first in this quarter for Jenkins. 3:01 to go in the first quarter. Leslie County 10, Jenkins 2. And Leslie County will inbound the basketball back into play. Nathan Lewis will inbound to Bell. They'll get it off to Hoskins. Over down to Begley. He'll fire a three from the right wing. No good. Rebound at the put up there by Caden Bell of Leslie County is good. That gives him his first 2 points in the ball game, and they push their lead out to 10, 12-2. 2:45 to go, first quarter. Jenkins with possession of the basketball. As it is going to be, it looks like here, Wyatt going in for the basket up underneath for Jenkins, no good. And a rebound, Leslie County, as Begley will dribble across the timeline, get it up to the top of the key. Dribbles inside, spins around, gets it off to Bell, back over to Begley. And it is going to be, it looks like here, Browning for a three from the left wing for Leslie County, no good. And a rebound, Jenkins, as it is going to be Atkins going in for the one-hander, shot up, no good. And we had an attempt on the rebound there. It goes out of bounds, and the officials are going to say last touch Jenkins and possession Leslie County as it's in their favor. And the officials in game 1 of 2 of the boys semifinals this afternoon. In game 1 right now, the officials in this game are Will Fugit, Jimmy Cecil, and Dylan Fields. That is the officials in game 1 of 2 this afternoon. And we'll give you a little individual scoring insight on Jenkins here in just a moment. We tried to do that there before we come back for the tip-off. Then we had a technical issue, and I couldn't get to those statistics. I apologize about that. Leslie County brings the ball up the length of the floor, and Coach John Noble wants a timeout for Leslie County. And this is a 30-second timeout, and we'll take it with them. Back in 30 seconds on the Killer Bee Sports Network.
North of the mountains of Appalachia, along the Pocus Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ILC has been providing opportunities. Opportunity to learn from the best. Opportunity to work for my education. Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to come over. Opportunity to find my life purpose.
Now, to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
And we are back here at Alice Lloyd College. Pippa passes Kentucky and Knott County. Right now, Leslie County 12, Jenkins 2. Leslie County with possession of the basketball, as it is going to be Bell with the cross-court pass over to Browning, and Browning wasn't able to get it. And possession arrow back in favor of Jenkins as the ball went out of bounds on the pass there by Leslie County. And inbounding it now for Jenkins will be number 15, Sean Michael Collier. He'll inbound it now to number 1, Cale Owens, as Owens will bring it up the length of the floor, pass back over to Collier. Collier, double team, gets a pass, a long outlet pass into McNeely. McNeely drives toward the basket and gets it up to the baseline. A little bounce pass inside there to number 22 at Jenkins, Hunter Wyatt for 2. The shot is up and it's good, and that makes it 12-4. Leslie County still on top by 8, and the basketball. Bell going to get that one off to Begley. Begley back over to Bell. Bell out toward the baseline. A cross-court pass. He'll get that one over to Hoskins. Hoskins goes in for the put-up, and it's good. Give Hoskins 4 points on the afternoon, and back to a 10-point lead for Leslie County at 14-4. As it is going to be Jenkins with possession here. As it is going to be, it looks like Browning, or rather, I'm sorry, that's Owens. He'll get that one into McNeely, and the ball goes out of bounds, out into the crowd of the Caney Crazies, as I think they call this section here in the gymnasium of Alice Lloyd College. And possession stays with Jenkins, as it was the last touch of Leslie County. As it is going to be Collier getting it into Owens. Owens gets that one off to Wyatt with a little bounce pass inside there to number 11, Atkins. And we got a foul on Leslie County. And they're going to get number 1 with that foul there for Leslie County. And that is Cutter Browning, his second, team first in the quarter. Or rather, I'm sorry, team, that should be That's a team fourth in the quarter for Leslie County. By mistake, only one for Jenkins in this quarter. And let's see here what we got going on the floor. I think it is going to be. Yes, okay. Now, as we get things back underway, Jenkins is at the line to shoot some foul shots. Malachi Atkins will be at the line to shoot 2 here for Jenkins. 58 seconds to go in quarter number 1. First one of 2 for Atkins is up, and it's good for Jenkins. Atkins will get one more from the charity stripe. It makes it 14-5. Jenkins within 9 of Leslie County, and Atkins going to get one more here from the charity stripe. Atkins' second free throw is up, and that one bounces off. And a rebound this time, Leslie County, as it is going to be number 30 with it. Nathan Lewis getting that one up inside to number 3 for the Eagles. That's Rojam. Rojam gets it off to Bell. Bell going to bring it up to the right wing. 2-3 zone defense here by Jenkins. 40 seconds to go first quarter. And we're going to have a 3 by Begley. That one bounces off the rim and no good. And a rebound, Leslie County, as it is Hoskins coming down with a rebound. Jesse Hoskins up at the top of the key. Swings a pass to the right to Bell. Bell dribbles against the 2-3 zone defense of Jenkins. A bounce pass inside to Rojam, and the shot good by Rojam of Leslie County from the free throw line, and that makes it 16-5. Still Leslie County. Lewis one-hander put up, and it's good there for Nathan Lewis. Back-to-back shots there, 18-5. Leslie up 13. Jenkins with it, and we have got a whistle and a timeout on the floor. As Winston Oliver wants to talk this one over with his boys, it's a 30-second timeout. We'll just keep it right here for the moment. As it is right now, Leslie County 18 and Jenkins 5 here in game 1 of 2 this afternoon of the boys semifinals of the 14th Region All-A tournament. Game 2, which will come up maybe about 30 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one, that will feature Hazard and Breathitt County. Then about 30 minutes after that one or so will be the girls 14th Region All-A tournament championship game, Leslie County and Hazard. We will have that one for you later tonight as well. And then tomorrow afternoon, we'll have the boys' championship game of the 14th Region All-A tournament at 3 o'clock right here on the Killer Bee Sports Network. Be sure to stay tuned with us throughout the weekend for some more exciting high school basketball coverage. We're already at the midway point of high school basketball season. Can you believe that? We really are. Jenkins will inbound the basketball back into play as Collier will inbound that one to Wyatt. Back over to Collier, down to 5 seconds. Collier goes inside and gets a pass up underneath there to number 11 for Jenkins. Atkins with the basket, and it's good, and that's the end of the first quarter. At the end of 1, Leslie County 18 and Jenkins 7, and we're coming right back in 1 minute for the second quarter. You're listening to the boys 14th Region All-A tournament on the Killer Bee Sports Network.
It's entirely impossible to find anyone to do construction or excavation jobs these days, or at least find someone you can afford who has the knowledge, experience, and equipment to do the job. That is not the case if you hire J&C Excavations of Emelina. They do a little bit of everything, and they do it right the first time. They remove rust, shrubs, and other old landscape materials. They trim, cut, and move trees. They can clean or build ditches, construct French drains, install water lines, and they also offer various demolition services on old buildings, etc. They have the necessary equipment too, like backhoe, skid steer, track loader, mini dozer, mini excavator, and super mini excavator. Look, if you need some excavation, clearing, or repair work done to your property, do yourself a favor. Call or text J&C Excavations at 606-438-2375. That's J&C Excavations, 606-438-2375. They can do your job right the first time.
And we are back here at Alice Lloyd College. Quarter number 2 getting set to get underway between Leslie County and Jenkins in boys action in game 1 of 2 of the semifinals of the 14th Region All-A tournament. Right now, Leslie County 18 and Jenkins 7. Tyler Wolf here with you live with the coverage on the Killer Bee Sports Network, WKCB Heinemann and WCBJ The Wolf. And again, thank you so much for tuning in and making us part of your day. We greatly appreciate it as always. As we wait for the whistle to blow, here it comes, second quarter underway, and Leslie County will inbound it as Atkins will bring it up to the top of the key. He'll swing the pass over now to Looks like here number 14 for Leslie County, Mitchell. Mitchell gets it over now to Hoskins. Hoskins over to Mitchell. Mitchell on the left wing. And the steps are going to be called against Leslie County. And on the dribble there, that was, I want to say it was number 22 there on the dribble for Leslie County. Yes, he's in the game right now. And for Leslie County, number 22 on the roster is Jude Napier in the game. And Jenkins with possession of the basketball here. And put up there that time by number 11, Malachi Adkins is no good for Jenkins, and Leslie County will get the ball up the length of the floor. Hoskins up toward the baseline, and a steal by Wyatt of Jenkins. He'll get that one off to his teammate there for the put up there, number 10 for Jenkins, and that is McNeely. Shot up no good. Rebound Mitchell. Mitchell off to Hoskins. A three on the way for Leslie. That one up no good. Rebound Leslie County, and the put up good by Trey Howard to give them their first points in this quarter. 20-7. Leslie County's lead up to 13. Jenkins with possession of the basketball. McNeely going to get a bounce pass in there, and a steal by Leslie County. Trying to get a bounce pass off to Atkins, and stolen by Leslie County. Hoskins with the one-hander. That one bounces off. He'll get the rebound, though, for Leslie County. And we got a whistle and a foul going to be called on Jenkins here. Let's see if they get that one on. We're going to get that one on number 1 for Jenkins. That is Cale Owens. That's his second. That's a team first in this quarter for the Cavaliers. And now Leslie County will inbound the basketball back into play, as Hoskins will inbound it here for Leslie County. Again, your score, Leslie 20, Jenkins 7. Hoskins gets it into Mitchell. Mitchell back over to Hoskins on the left wing here, being double teamed. Jenkins in a 2-3 zone defense. They'll swing the pass over to the right now to number 3 for Leslie County. That's Rosium. And a shot up no good, and a rebound Jenkins. And we got a whistle. And they're going to call a foul, I believe. Yes, they got one on Leslie County. They got that one on number 14 there. Waylon Mitchell. That's his first team first in this quarter. For the Eagles, Jenkins inbounds as Collier. Inbound Owens back to Collier. Collier with a cross-court pass over now to number 3. That's Lester. Lester with it for Jenkins. Gets it over to Owens. Up to the top of the key. 6:20 to go first half. Leslie County 20, Jenkins 7. Owens gets that one off to McNeely with the one-hander, and steps called against McNeely of Jenkins. And possession arrow is back in favor of Leslie County. Inbounding now for Leslie County will be Hoskins. Hoskins going to inbound it now to number 14, Mitchell. Waylon Mitchell back over to Hoskins. Jesse Hoskins with it now for Leslie County. Dribbles up across the timeline. Gets that one over to Mitchell. Mitchell, cross-court pass into Rosium. Gets that one in now to Mitchell. And a left corner baseline 3 this time there by Rosium is no good. And a rebound, Leslie County, and the shot there good by number 30 there, Lewis on the rebound. And Jenkins going to bring the ball up the length of the floor as McNeely drives to the basket. And I believe they're going to call an offensive foul there on McNeely as he went toward the basket there. No, actually, take that back. They're going to call that on Leslie County. They're going to get that on number 23 there for the Eagles. That is Trey Howard, and that's his first team second. So now McNeely will be at the line to shoot 2 for the Jenkins Cavaliers, as it is Jenkins 9 and Leslie County 22. And the extra one there by number 10 there, McNeely, is good for Jenkins as he got the extra one. He's got 5 points in the ball game. Leslie County 22, Jenkins 10. And we've got a whistle as Leslie County went toward the basket. A foul on Jenkins, and they're going to get that one on number 15. That is Collier. And that'll be Collier's first, I believe. Yes. Leslie County inbounds here as Rosium gets it off to Hoskins. Hoskins dribbles. 2-3 zone defense by Jenkins. They'll swing a pass to the top of the key for Rosium. And a jump shot by Jude Napier from the left elbow for Leslie County is good. And it's 24-10. Leslie County up 14 over Jenkins. And Jenkins with possession of it here, as it will be Atkins, and a steal, Leslie County. Hoskins going to drive to the basket with the one-hander deflection. And an assist there by number 23, Howard, the shot up no good, and the rebound there by number 3 for Leslie County. Rojem with the put up, and it's good, and it's 26-10. Leslie County up 16. Jenkins with the basketball. As we got a quick-paced ball game here. McNeely up at the top of the key for Jenkins. We'll get that one off to Collier, and they'll swing the pass over now to Lester. Lester gets it over to Collier. Collier up on the top of the key. He'll go in for the jumper from the left elbow. That one no good, and the rebound this time, Leslie County. As it is going to be Rojem going in for the one-hander. Good for Rojem of Leslie County. Gives him 6 points in the ball game. 28-10. Timeout, Winston Oliver and Jenkins, and it's a full timeout. So let's take it with them. 4:23 to go in the first half. Leslie County 28, Jenkins 10. Back in 1 minute on the Killer Bee Sports Network.
Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court is happy to once again be sponsoring another event featuring our Knott County youth. Judge Executive Dobson and the members of the Knott Fiscal Court encourage you to support all our Knott County youth in all of their academic and athletic endeavors. That positive reinforcement means the world to these student athletes. This reminder from Knott County Judge Executive Jeff Dobson and the Knott County Fiscal Court.
For over 25 years, we've fought for concessions, injuries, and no fault their own. During that time, we've traveled all across the country and coached that fight with some of the biggest insurance carriers and corporations in the world. That kind of dedication is what's needed to get every dollar you deserve. If you've been injured in a motor vehicle collision caused by someone else's fault, call Bates and Storm right now. Let's fight for you. The first consultation is free, and the attorney you see that first day is the same attorney you see to the beginning of the case to me. That's our promise to you. Bates and Storm.
And we have got 4:23 to go here in the first half of action here in game 1 of 2 of the boys semifinals of the 14th Region All-A Tournament at Alice Lloyd College at Pippa Passes at the Berry Campus Building of Alice Lloyd College in Knott County. Right now, Leslie County 28, Jenkins 10, and Jenkins with the basketball here as they inbound. McNeely going to drive up toward the top of the key, double team. It's a bounce pass to Owens. Leslie County set up in a 2-3 zone defense here. Owens going to get it back over now to McNeely. McNeely going to get it over to Wyatt, back over to McNeely now for Jenkins. Down to 4:05 to go in the first half. A little bounce pass over on the other end of the court to Owens, up to Wyatt. Wyatt, the one-hander, that one rolls off. And we are going to have a foul in there against Leslie County on the rebound. And let's see who they get this one on. The officials are going to get that one on number 4 for Leslie County. That is Caden Bell, and that's his second, team third in this quarter for Leslie County. 2 so far as a team for Jenkins in this quarter as far as fouls are concerned. And Collier going to inbound the ball back into play for Jenkins. He'll get it in there to Wyatt Hunter for 2. Shot is up, and that one is no good. And a rebound, Leslie County, as it will be for Leslie County. Number 22 in the ball game. That is Jude Napier. And a steal by Jenkins up on the other end of the baseline, and bringing it up the length of the floor for Jenkins will be Owens, as Owens will get it up to the top of the key, dribbles. Again, Leslie County set up in a 2-3 zone defense at the moment as Owens dribbles up at the top of the key for Jenkins, and a steal by Hoskins of Leslie County, as Hoskins will drive the one-hander. Good for Jesse Hoskins of Leslie County. Give him 6 points in the ball game, and it's 30-10. Leslie County on top of Jenkins. 3:15 to go in the first half. Winners of these two boys semifinals goes to the boys championship tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. And Jenkins goes to the basket with a shot up there by, looks like there, I think that one was attempted there by number 10. If I've seen that right, yes, McNeely. Ball tapped out by Leslie. Possession stays with Jenkins, as it is going to be McNeely inbounding to Hunter Wyatt, and ball tapped out again by Leslie County. Possession arrow going to stay with Jenkins here. 3:06 to go in the first half, as Hunter Wyatt inbounds, and a steal by Leslie County as Rojem gets it into Hoskins. Hoskins, a one-hander, couldn't get it. Rebound Leslie County, and we have got a jumper this time from the free throw line by Leslie County's number 22, and that is Jude Napier with the basket, giving 4 points in the ball game, and a 22-point lead for Leslie County now at 32-10. And Jenkins going to get set to inbound the basketball back into play here as Leslie County makes a substitution. Isaiah Begley checks back into the ball game, and number 3, Trent Rojem, will go to the bench momentarily for the Eagles. 2:45 to go here in the first half. Leslie County with it. Begley inbounds to Hoskins. Hoskins, the hook shot, couldn't get it. And a rebound this time by Leslie County, and a steal by Jenkins, as it is going to be McNeely driving to the basket. And steps called against McNeely of Jenkins, and possession back in favor of Leslie County. 2:32 to go in the first half. Leslie County 32, Jenkins 10. Game 2 coming up 30 minutes after this one. Hazard and Breathitt County on your radio dial, as Hoskins will make the pass up to Napier, and they'll get that one off to Browning. Browning going to fire a three. The shot is up, and that one, or rather Howard with the three. Shot up, no good. And a rebound and a foul going to be called, and they're going to get that one on Hoskins of Leslie County, and that'll be his second, team fourth in the quarter for Leslie County. So now it is going to be Collier inbounding for the Jenkins Cavaliers, and checking into the ball game for Leslie County right now will be number 13, Landon Hensley, as Hoskins will go to the bench momentarily. And Collier will inbound to Owens for Jenkins. Owens being double teamed. He's in trouble, and he'll get the pass off there to, looks like they're up inside to number 11 for Jenkins with the basket, and it's good. That's Malachi Atkins. That gives him 5 points in the ball game, and it's 32-12. Leslie with a 20-point lead, 1:55 to go first half, and we've got a three from the left corner baseline for Leslie County's Hensley, no good, and a rebound Jenkins as they bring it up the length of the floor. Wyatt, and a steal by Leslie County on the pass, as it is going to be, oh yeah, Trey Howard driving in with a one-hander, and it's good for Leslie County. That gives Trey Howard 4 points in this ball game. 34-12, 1:30 to go in the first half. Leslie County with the lead. And a steal by Leslie County, as Wyatt had the ball for Jenkins, and it was stripped out there by Caden Bell. And we got a whistle, and they called a foul there on Jenkins as well. They got that one on number 22, Hunter Wyatt. And that is going to be his first, and that will be the team third in the quarter for Jenkins. Leslie County with possession of the basketball, as it will be Hensley to Bell, back over to Hensley. Hensley with it, dribbles on the left wing, being double teamed. A bounce pass over to Bell up at the top of the key, up inside down to Napier with a jump shot from the free throw line. That one no good, and a rebound, and we've got a foul call coming, and looks like they're going to get that one on number 13 for Leslie County on that foul. They're going to get that one on Landon Hensley. That'll be his first, team fifth in this quarter for the Eagles. 1:08 to go in the first half, and we've got we're going to have some foul shots here coming up as they get the players repositioned down on the other end of the court. And it is going to be, it looks like here, going to the line for two for Jenkins is going to be Mr. Cale Owens. Jenkins is the team. They are right now 2 of 3 from the free throw line currently, and the first 1 of 2 for Cale Owens is up, and that one is no good. Owens will give one more from the charity stripe here for Jenkins. 1:08 to go first half. Leslie County 34, Jenkins 12 here this afternoon from Alice Lloyd College. Pippa passes in Knott County, Perry Campus Center building, and the second free throw there by Owens is no good for Jenkins. And a rebound Leslie County as Bell will bring it up the length of the floor for Leslie County and makes a right-hand pass up into Napier. And we're going to have a three this time by Begley for Leslie County, no good. And a rebound there attempted by number 14 of Leslie County, Waylon Mitchell, and he tapped it out of bounds. And possession going to go in favor. No, they're going to say Jenkins got a hand on it last, so possession going to stay with Leslie County. Leslie County going to inbound it back into play here with 54 seconds to go in the first half as Begley will inbound that basketball into Napier, back over to Begley, and they'll get that one up to Mitchell. And we've got a three on the way that time by Landon Hensley with the three-pointer, good for Leslie County, and it is 37-12. Leslie County with a 25-point lead. Jenkins with the basketball, 32 seconds to go in the first half, as it is going to be number 10 there for Jenkins. That is McNeely. He was double-teamed by Leslie County, and a foul on the Eagles. And that is going to make for Leslie County the 16th foul in this quarter. And they call that foul on number 0 there for Leslie County. That is Isaiah Begley. That's his first. So now it is going to be at the line shooting 2 for Jenkins, number 10, Chase McNeely, the first one of two, is up and good for McNeely, and that will give him 6 points unofficially in the ball game thus far. And McNeely will get one more from the charity stripe for Jenkins, as we have got 31 seconds left to go in the first half. And McNeely, second free throw is up. That one is good. 37-14. Leslie County a 23-point lead and 27 seconds to go in the first half here before halftime. And Leslie County going to drive toward the basket as Napier gets it up to the baseline, gets it over to Hensley, over to Bell for a three from the top of the key. That one bounces off. Mitchell with the rebound, and we're going to have a foul on Jenkins on the rebound there. And they are going to get number one with that foul for Jenkins. That is Cale Owens. That's going to be his third. That's a team fourth in this quarter for Jenkins. And now Leslie County will inbound it with 5 seconds left in the first half. Bell to Mitchell, into Napier. A jump shot from the left elbow, bounces off. Rebound Jenkins, down to 6 seconds here, I should say. Misread the clock there, down to 6 seconds. Jenkins with the rebound and a foul on Leslie County. And they got that one yet again on Isaiah Begley. So that'll be his second. Team seventh in the quarter for Leslie County, 4 in this quarter for Jenkins. So now at the line shooting 2 for Jenkins will be number 11, Malachi Atkins, 1 of 2 from the free throw line this afternoon. First 1 of 2 for Atkins is up. That one is no good. Atkins will get another one here from the charity stripe for Jenkins. 6.9 seconds remains. Second quarter here in the first half from Alice Lloyd College this afternoon. Second free throw, Atkins bounces off. Rebound, Leslie County, and a steal by Jenkins. And we're going to have a three that time there for Jenkins to end the first half by Aiden Lester. Aiden Lester hits a three from downtown for Jenkins to end the first half. So at the end of the first half, halftime right now, Leslie County 37 and Jenkins 14. Let's go ahead and give you the first half scoring for Leslie County here in the first half. Isaiah Begley with 3 points. Caden Bell with 2 points. Cutter Browning with 2 points. Trip Brashear with 3 points. Landon Hensley with 3 points. Jesse Hoskins with 6 points. 4 points for Trey Howard. 4 points for Nathan Lewis. 4 points for Jude Napier. And Trent Rosium with 6 points in the first half for Leslie County. So definitely a team effort for Leslie County scoring-wise. And this one has their quickness and their speed has been a little much for this fairly young Jenkins team here. And for Jenkins right now, their first half scoring, Aiden Lester with 3 points. Malachi Atkins unofficially with 6 points in the first half. Also, it looks like 7 points in the first half for Chase McNeely and 2 points in the first half for Hunter Wyatt. Stay tuned. Coming up about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, game number 2 of the boys semifinals. Hazard and Breathitt County. We'll have that one for you here on your radio dial tonight. And then we'll have the girls championship game of the 14th Region All-A tournament later tonight, 30 minutes after game 2 of the boys semifinals. And in the girls 14th Region All-A championship game tonight, that game is going to feature Hazard and Leslie County. And we'll have both of those right here for you on the Killer Bee Sports Network of 107.1 WKCB, the Killer Bee Hindman, 107.7 W299 AS Hazard, and 103.7 WCBJ, the Wolfcampton Jackson. All along the Killer Bee Sports Network here on this Saturday. So keep your radio dial tuned right where it is. Tell you what we're going to do. We're going to send it back to the station and give the free market what they paid for and get a word in with our sponsors. And when we come right back, we will get you set for second half action between Leslie County and Jenkins. And again, your score right now at halftime, Leslie County 37, Jenkins 17. And we're coming right back in a few minutes here. This is coverage of the boys 14th Region All-A tournament on the Killer Bee Sports Network. And we're back in just a few.
Take care of your prescription by providing the local care you need. Howard Family Pharmacy is your home team. Let's meet the starting lineup.
Tiffany Jacobs, Garrett, Eastern Kentucky University. Stacey Conway, Garrett.
My bad.
When it comes to your health, that's the team that knows you the best. Howard Family Pharmacy. The Allen intersection on US 23 and Kentucky Route 80 at Eastern. Come see it.
One of the saddest sides of the city kid in North grade. Terribly more to change that situation. We can provide a beautiful laser and grade. Steak with beef. And enforcers also provide the best respect for this internment and reinternment service that would allow you to move you can with the grace side with the depth of most of church. So, then Memory Gardens provides beautiful grave plots that can be reserved for every family. Bethel Mausoleum also offers state-of-the-art trips in Kentucky. Folks are trying to find a resting place further than these record books. All these decisions can be made in advance, too, so you can legal family. For the voted dropping there for arrangement services. We work with marriages to provide respect, love, human service to individuals. We've been serving East Kentucky since 1950. We understand the heartache of open passions and we use our experience for their value to us. Give us a call today at 606-785-31. I'm the doing church.
I remember as a young girl going to Community Trust Bank with my mom. She would pack up me and my brothers and we'd all go inside. Now I have two little girls of my own. I look back and I don't know how she did it. I still bank at Community Trust. They have 79 locations, over 90 ATM locations, and online banking available. And now with mobile banking, they've made it so much easier for me and my family. That's what I love about Community Trust.
Community Trust Bank, building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lending.
The winning team at Windsor Chevy GMC in Hazard invites you to stop in and discover their great selection of Chevy and GMC cars, trucks, and SUVs. They have one of the best selections in the state. Tim Shore Chevy is also proud of their pre-owned vehicles, most of which come with a lifetime engine warranty. And did I forget to mention that all qualified new vehicles have the lifetime powertrain warranty? Tim Shore Chevy GMC also offers 1 year complimentary oil changes and more. And they stand behind every vehicle sold with their top-notch service department with factory-trained mechanics. That's Tim Shore Chevy GMC, just off Highway 15, 101 Cardinal Drive in Hazard. Shop them online, timshorechevy.hazard.com, and give them a call at 866-360-6257. That's Tim Shore Chevy GMC in Hazard.
Didn't crash and thieves and dash, better call Seth.
I swear, I hate dealing with insurance companies.
Been a wreck and need a jet, better call Seth. Been placed under arrest, better call Seth. Car wrecks to slip and fall for state and federal criminal defense. Seth Jones is the lawyer you'll swear by, not swear at. Call 606-785-2784. That's 785-26. Better call Seth.
Hey, it's Kristen from Appalachian Wireless. We're local. We own the network, service the network. You just what we know our network. Saving money? We make that easy. Share and save by referring a friend. Switch today and save. Or do you just want to try us out? Try our free eSIM trial today. Deals on new phones with lots of ways to start saving. You'll always even thank us later. This isn't a new game for us. It's a long game for us, and we're here to make sure that you stay connected. Visit us in one of our many retail locations or online at AppalachianWireless.com. Because we are you, we're Appalachian Wireless.
With today's price of gasoline, more and more people are switching to more fuel-efficient vehicles. That's why you need to see Tim Shore Honda at Iowa. Tim Shore Honda is the only place in East Kentucky to purchase a new Honda. They're the most safe, fuel-efficient car on the road. What you save on gas with Honda will almost make your monthly payment. And speaking of payment, Tim Shore Honda will work with you to find the right car to fit your budget. That's Tim Shore Honda, US 23 at Iowa. Call 606-200-3190 or visit timshorehonda.com and give them a box on the Play Store. The Bank of Hyman opened for business in Hyman, Kentucky in 1903. The Bank of Hyman remained open during the Great Depression and has grown to become a $150 million financial institution. The Bank of Hyman remains locally owned and committed to serving the needs of our community. The Bank of Hyman has convenient locations in Todd County to serve you. The Hyman Bypass location on Highway 160 and the WR 5th branch of the Holly Hills Shopping Center. The Bank of Hyman, phone 753158 or visit bankofhyman.com.
Since 2019, Corey Watson has proudly served Knott County as your coroner throughout challenging times, from a global pandemic to a devastating flood. Corey has been there for you and your family in your times of need. To better represent Knott County on the state level, he was selected by his fellow coroners to serve on the board of Tri-Coroners and Medical Examiners, where he also represented the 13 county districts. He is also an active member of the KI Coroners Medical Examiners Mass Fatality Response Team. Corey is not only a state-certified death investigator, but is certified in multiple facets of postmortem investigation, holding over 290 hours of death investigative training from the KY depth of criminal justice training. He and his wife Shayna are proud to call Knott County home, and he deeply appreciates the trust and confidence you have placed in him over the years.
If you're a yourself that likes the service or can prepare to automobile, you need to visit Baker's Auto Parts Highway 15 South in Jackson. Your Baker and his staff welcomes your business. Baker's is your Napa store in Breathitt County, offering quality Napa parts and accessories. Baker's is also PG Automotive Paint headquarters. Who need parts, accessories, board, filters, anything from your automobile. Visit the roads at Baker's Auto Parts, your Napa store in Jackson. Give Jim Baker a call at 606-666-2460. Stop Barnett at the staff at Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply. Invite you to stop in whenever you need electric and plumbing supplies, heating and cooling systems, or metal and concrete septic tanks. They are open Monday through Friday from 8 until 4, and Saturdays 8 until 12. They are locally owned and operated, and they still works serving you. That's Jackson Electric and Plumbing Supply, 1273 Main Street, Jackson, Kentucky.
Hazard ARH is excited to announce our new Women's Health Clinic. The clinic offers comprehensive services, including well woman care, pregnancy care, contraceptives, menopause care, and more. Our Women's Health team includes OBGYN Dr. Thomas, nurse midwife Tanisha Blair, nurse practitioner Kristen Hurst, and physician assistant Crystal Gibson. Visit us at 200 Medical Center Drive, next to Hazard ARH Hospital. To schedule an appointment, call 439-5220. ARH, more for Appalachia.
And welcome back to Alice Lloyd College, Pippa Passes, Kentucky, where we are set for the second half of Leslie County and Jenkins. Right now, Leslie County leading Jenkins 37-17 here at the Perry Campus Center building. Tyler Wolfe here with you live tonight on WCBJ Campton and WKCB Hindman and the Killer Bee Sports Network. Of course, the Leslie County Eagles are 6-6 on the season. Head coach with John Noble, Winston Lee, and the Jenkins Cavaliers 9-4 on the season. As we get set for second half action, Jenkins going to inbound the basketball to get this one back underway this afternoon here at Alice Lloyd College at the Passes, Kentucky in Knott County. And it is going to be Jenkins on the inbounds and a loose ball. And Leslie County's Caden Bell comes up with it up to Hoskins. Hoskins, the put up. And Jesse Hoskins gets that one in for Leslie County to start the third quarter. And it's 39-17, 22-point lead for Leslie. And Jenkins with the basketball. McNeely gets it off to Owens. Owens gets it up inside now to number 11. That is Atkins, and a whistle. And we're going to have a foul coming here. Let's see if they get this one on. And they're going to get that one on number 24 for Leslie County. That's Trip Brashear, and that will be his second, team first in this quarter for Leslie County. And at the line shooting two for Jenkins is going to be Mr. Malachi Atkins. He will be at the line to shoot two. And the first one of two for Malachi goes in. Makes him unofficially 2 of 5 this afternoon from the free throw line. And he'll get one more here from the charity stripe as we continue along this afternoon. Second free throw is up, and that one rolls off for Malachi. And Jenkins going to inbound the basketball back into play. And it is going to be, it looks like here, number 15 for Jenkins. That is Collier. He will inbound it to Owens up on the left wing. Owens going to dribble up inside. Pass back to the right wing to McNeely. He'll drive inside for a little layup. Hook shot, couldn't get it. And a rebound, Leslie County. And with the rebound there is Browning. Browning off to Bell. Bell with it. As we got a loose ball, and Jenkins comes up with it, and going in for the basket there is number 22 for Jenkins. That is Wyatt, put up no good. Another shot there by McNeely, no good for Jenkins, and Hoskins with a rebound toward the basket, gets it off to Begley for a three. Nothing but the bottom of the net for Isaiah Begley of Leslie County. His second three-pointer in the game gives him 6 points in the ball game, and it's 42-18. Leslie County a 24-point lead, and a timeout going to be called by Jenkins here as Winston Lee wants a timeout here. And we'll see if this is going to be, I don't know if this is going to be, yeah, it's a full timeout they're going to call it. And Winston Lee having a disagreement with one of the officials out on the court right now. Winston Lee better be careful. He might get teed up. You know, here recently we've had some technicals get called recently in some ball games. And if I remember correctly, Tiff, we had one up in Boonville the other night. So, again, Winston Lee may need to calm down just a bit over there. Because, you know, if you get into an argument with the officials, we know who wins those arguments 100% of the time. Officials in this afternoon's game in game one include Will Fugit, Jimmy Cecil, and Dylan Fields. Leslie County 42, Jenkins 18, 7-1 to go. Third quarter, Jenkins going to inbound the basketball back into play, and doing so for Jenkins will be number 15, Sean Michael Collier, inbound now for the Cavaliers. Collier will inbound it to McNeely. He'll get it into Owens. Owens gets a cross-court pass over now to Collier. Collier up across the timeline to McNeely with a little bounce pass in there to Hunter Wyatt for a three. Shot is up, and that one no good. Rebound Bell of Leslie County. Bell with a pass toward the baseline to Brashear. The put up, that one is good, and he'll draw the foul on the extra one. Basket counts for Brashear, and we'll see who they get that foul against here. They're going to get that one, I believe, on number 15 there for Jenkins. That is Sean Michael Collier. That's his second, team first in this quarter for Jenkins. And now Trip Brashear will be at the line to shoot two for Leslie County in the first, or rather the extra one, I should say. I apologize. And shot is up. No good for Brashear of Leslie County, in possession in favor of Jenkins. As McNeely on the left wing, near still by Hoskins. McNeely maintains it. He'll get a pass to Owens. Owens going to dribble up inside for Jenkins, goes in with a layup. And that one is good for Owens of Jenkins. That will give him his first points in this ball game, and it is 44-20. Leslie County out to a 24-point lead. Bale up on the inside for the Eagles, and up underneath to Brashear. Shot up no good, and a rebound Collier of Jenkins as he'll get the pass over to Atkins. Malachi Atkins gets it off to McNeely. McNeely going to work it up inside, goes in for the one-hander. Good for McNeely of Jenkins, and that will give McNeely unofficially 9 points in this ball game. 44-22. Leslie County a 22-point lead. 5:57 to go, third quarter. Caden Bell with it for Leslie County. He'll dribble up to the left wing. Gets a cross-court pass to Hoskins. A three on the way. That one bounces off, and we've got a rebound this time. Jenkins, as it is going to be Collier. He'll get it off to Owens. Owens being guarded by Hoskins, as Owens will dribble and bring it up through traffic. It's a bounce pass over now to Atkins. Atkins up on the inside of the right elbow to the right corner baseline for three. This time there for Owens. No good at Jenkins. And Bell with a rebound for Leslie County with a one-hand pass to Begley. Up inside to Brashear. Up to the right corner baseline to Hoskins. Back over to the right wing to Bell. Up inside to Brashear. Brashear the put-up. Count it for Brashear. Brashear, a good postman there for Leslie County. That size and depth for Leslie County really helps them out going toward the basket, as it is 46-22. Leslie County up 24. Jenkins with it. McNeely and a steal by Brashear of Leslie County into Begley. Begley with a bounce pass inside to Hoskins. One-hander goes in for Hoskins of Leslie County. And that'll give Hoskins 10 points in this ball game. 48-22. Leslie County out now to a 26-point lead, and Jenkins with the basketball here, as it is going to be Collier up with it to McNeely with a bounce pass into Atkins. Shot up, no good. And Brashear with a rebound for Leslie County. Out to Hoskins. Hoskins dribbles inside over to the baseline to Begley. A three on the way. That one bounces off. Brashear with a rebound, and he'll get a pass up in the baseline to number one for Leslie County, Cutter Browning with the basket up underneath, and it's good. And it's 50-22, all Leslie County, as we're down to 4:20 to go in the third quarter. Jenkins with it as Wyatt gets it off now to Collier up inside to McNeely, and the officials are going to say that Leslie County tapped it out of bounds off the hands of McNeely. Brashear did on the near steal, and possession will stay with Jenkins as they will inbound up underneath their own basket here. 4:10 to go. in the third quarter. Leslie County 50 and Jenkins 22 on your radio dial on the Killer Bee Sports Network this afternoon. As Collier will inbound for Jenkins, and he'll get the bounce pass in. Looks like he got that one into Wyatt for the put up. That one no good. And a rebound Bell of Leslie County. And the ball bounces off the leg of Wyatt there for Jenkins. Possession stays with Leslie County as Caden Bell will inbound the basketball back into play for the Leslie County Eagles as Bell will inbound it now to number 11, Jesse Hoskins. Since Hoskins will dribble down the right lane across the timeline into Bell, back to Hoskins. Hoskins gets it off now to, looks like number 1 for Leslie County with the basket there. That is Cutter Browning, and that gives him 6 points. He'll go to the line for the extra 1. Foul on Jenkins, and they'll get that one on number 11 there for the Cavaliers, and that is Malachi Atkins, and that'll be his first, and that is the team's second in this quarter for Jenkins. And the extra point there by Browning is up and no good for Leslie County. And a rebound, Leslie County. And a loose ball. Jenkins going to come up with it. And that ball rolls out of bounds. And possession going to stay with Jenkins, as they'll say Leslie County got a last hand on it there. 3:47 to go in the third quarter. Jenkins inbounds as Collier gets it off to Owens. Back to Collier. Up to the left wing now to Atkins. A loose ball, and Leslie County will come up with it, as it is going to be number 3 for Leslie County. That is Rojem going in for the put-up. Good, and he'll draw the foul on the extra 1 from Jenkins. And that'll give Rojem 8 points in the afternoon for Leslie County, and the foul will be on Owens of Jenkins, as that will be Owens's 4th. That is the team 3rd in this quarter for Jenkins, and Rojem at the line for the extra 1 for Leslie County. Shot up, and it's good. That gives Rojem 9 points in the afternoon for Leslie County, as it is Leslie County 55, Jenkins 22. Leslie County gets another bucket, and Jenkins doesn't respond soon. We're going to have the mercy rule running clock in this one. If Jenkins is not able to respond quickly and get a bucket before that rule goes into effect in this basketball game. 3:33 to go in the third quarter. Jenkins on the inbounds as Collier will get that one off to number 3 for Jenkins, Aiden Lester. We'll get it over to Owens. Owens being double-teamed, gets it over to Atkins. Atkins gets that one over to number 2 for Jenkins for the deep 3, and that is, let me see here who we've got here for number 2. For Jenkins here, I'll have to go back here to the official scorebook. We got a timeout, Jenkins, and a full timeout. So we're just going to keep it right here for just a moment, as we are at 3:18 to go in the third quarter. Leslie County 55 and Jenkins 25 on your radio dial this afternoon. And let me see here. Let me go here to the official scorebook number 2 here for Jenkins, excuse me. And it looks like here number 2 for Jenkins here, if I can get it up. That is Connor Hall. Connor Hall is number 2 for Jenkins. Let me write that down. That way we don't leave him out. And Hall got that 3 there for Jenkins to make it 55-25 to cut the Leslie County lead to 30. And again, we got 3:18 to go here in the third quarter. Thanks for joining us here on the Killer Bee Sports Network, WKCB 107.1, the Killer Bee Hindman, 107.7 Hazard, and 103.7 WCBJ, the Wolf Campton. Online, WKCB.com, the free Killer Bee mobile app, live video streaming on the WKCB, the Killer Bee, and WCBJ, the Wolf Facebook pages, and the Wolf YouTube page as well. So multiple ways to tune into our coverage of the 14th Region All-A Tournament, as this is game 1 of 2 of the boys semifinals. Game 2, about 30 minutes after this one, will feature Hazard and Breathitt County. Then the girls' championship game, 30 minutes after that one, will feature Hazard and Leslie County. And we'll have both those games here coming up on the Killer Bee Sports Network. Leslie County will inbound the basketball back into play, as it is going to be, looks like here, number 1 for Leslie County. Browning going to the basket for the put-up there, and got a timeout. Shot no good by Browning, though. And Leslie County making some substitutions in the ball game here, as Nathan Lewis will check in and Browning will check out momentarily for Leslie County. Leslie inbounds, and it is Begley to Lewis, and timeout Leslie County. Coach John Noble going to call a timeout, and we'll see if this is going to be a 30 or a 60. We will wait for the official signal here, and it's a 30-second timeout. So let's take a quick one. We're back in 30 seconds on the Killer Bee Sports Network.
Right here, Bentley, I want to be honest with you, because that's what you deserve. At Bentley Law Group, I won't tell you what you want to hear just to get your case. I'll tell you the truth, even when it started. Why? Because your case matters, but your trust matters more. I was born and raised in East Kentucky and have been practicing law in Prestonsburg for decades. I became an attorney to help people, not play games, but make healthy promises. Injured in a car crash, hurt at work, with injured due to no fault of your own. Give me a call at 606-506-1733 in Prestonsburg. I'm Jerry Bentley. At Bentley Law Group. The truth still matters.
And it is Leslie County 55 and Jenkins 25 here in game 1 of 2 of the boys 14th Region All-A semifinals here at Alice Lloyd College. Leslie County on the inbounds here, and a put-up shot there that time by Leslie County's Rosium. No good, and a rebound Jenkins, as it is going to be. Looks like number 10 for Jenkins going in for the basket there. That is, of course, Chase McNeely. Shot up, no good. Rebound, Leslie County, as Nathan Lewis will bring it up the length of the floor for Leslie County, as he'll bring it up to the baseline, spins around inside the paint. Put up, no good, and Lewis with a rebound, and another put up, no good. Rebound this time by Connor Hall of Jenkins, as Hall will get it off to Owens here, looks like, as Owens going to dribble up to the baseline, up to the basket, a put-up shot. Owens got it, though. However, I think they're going to call a foul, though. Yes, they are. They're going to call that one on Leslie County. And they call that one on, I believe. And Hensley going to check in for Leslie County. Hoskins going to go back to the bench momentarily. And I believe they got that one on Lewis there. Yes, Lewis for Leslie County. So that will be Lewis's first. And now Owens at the line for the extra one. Shot is up, and it's good for Owens. As that will give Owens 5 points in the afternoon for Jenkins, 55-28, Leslie County with it, and a one-hander there that time by Trey Howard of Leslie County is good, and he'll go to the line for the extra one. Foul on Jenkins. And they're going to get that one on number 3 for Jenkins there. That is Aiden Lester. That's his first. And now the extra one by Leslie County. Shot up and no good. And a rebound by Jenkins. Howard's free throw no good there for Leslie County. As we continue along here. And a basket there by Jenkins is good. And just like that, 57-30, Leslie County a 27-point lead, and a basket by Leslie County is good there by number 3, Trent Rosium, and he'll go to the line for another extra foul shot, foul on Jenkins. And they'll get that one on Aiden Lester's second. And the basket by McNeely there for Jenkins was good as well, and that gives McNeely, looks like here, unofficially for Jenkins, he's got 11 points unofficially. And again, Rosium will be at the line for the extra one for Leslie County right now, as they've got the 29-point lead over Jenkins at 59-30. Jenkins going to make a couple of substitutions here. As coming into the game will be Malachi Atkins and number 22, Hunter Wyatt, as Collier and Owens will go to the bench for Jenkins. And the extra one by Rosium, good for Leslie County. And Rosium right now 12 points in this ball game for the Eagles, and it's 60-30. Leslie County a 30-point lead, 1:40 to go in third quarter. As it is Jenkins with the basketball here. Wyatt will get this one off to Atkins. Atkins up on the top of the key. He dribbles up inside. 2-3 zone defense by Leslie County. Atkins gets that one in with a jump shot to number 2 there for Jenkins. That is Connor Hall. Basket no good. Ball goes out of bounds, and they'll say a last touch to Leslie County. Possession will stay with Jenkins. And we got a timeout. Winston, Lee, and Jenkins. Let's see what it is. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And we will just keep it right here for the moment. It is Leslie County 60 and Jenkins 30. Game 2 coming up about 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one. That will feature Hazard and Breathitt County in Game 2 of the boys' 14th Region All-A semifinals. Then 30 minutes after that one will be the girls' championship of the 14th Region All-A girls basketball tournament. That one going to feature Hazard and Leslie County. We'll have both of those games right here for you coming up as well on the Killer Bee Sports Network on this Saturday evening. And again, we appreciate you tuning in with us here on 107.1 WKCB, the Killer Bee Hindman, 107.7 Hazard, and 103.7 WCBJ in Campton. As we come out of the timeout, Jenkins going to inbound the basketball back into play, and doing so for Jenkins will be number 3 for them, Aiden Lester. As Lester now will inbound, looking for an open person. And delay violation call against Jenkins on the inbounds, and possession back in favor of Leslie County. As it is going to be, it looks like here for Leslie County, number 3 at the top of the key with it. That is Rosium. And a 3 there that time by Trey Howard of Leslie County is good. And that gives Trey Howard 7 points unofficially in this ball game for Leslie County. 1 minute to go in the third quarter. Leslie County 63, Jenkins 30, 57 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Jenkins with possession of the basketball. As on the inbounds with it is Wyatt. Wyatt up at the baseline. The ball goes out of bounds, and they will say a last touch Leslie County, and possession will stay with Jenkins. And Waylon Mitchell going to check in for Leslie County, and Rosium going to go back to the bench momentarily. We got 50.4 seconds left in the third. Jenkins on the inbounds. Put up shot by Malachi Adkins of Jenkins is good, and that gives Malachi, it looks like here, unofficially 7 points in this ball game. Leslie County with it. 37 seconds to go, third quarter. As it will be, it looks like, for Leslie County, number 23, Trey Howard, getting that one off to Mitchell, back over to Howard. And we're going to have a 3 this time by Lewis of Leslie County. That one bounces off. Rebound Jenkins. And we got a foul on the rebound there. And they're going to call a foul on Leslie County. They're going to get that one on number 22 for the Eagles. And that is Jude Napier. And that'll be his first. And that is the team third for Leslie County. 5 for Jenkins in this quarter. And Jenkins will inbound the basketball back into play. Lester going to inbound it now to number 10 for Jenkins, McNeely. McNeely gets it off to Owens for a deep 3. Owens nails that one from downtown Jenkins. Just like that, or rather, Connor Hall, does. And that gives him 6 points in the ball game. Basket by Leslie County up underneath, and looks like there for Leslie County on the other end there was number 23 trying to go in for it, Trey Howard. Ball tapped out by Jenkins, it appears, and possession arrow will be with Leslie County. Mitchell with a inbound pass there to Napier for a 3, shot up no good, and that's the end of 3. We have played 3 complete here. Leslie County 63, Jenkins 35, and we're coming right back here in 1 minute for the fourth and final quarter. Stay tuned. You're listening to coverage of the boys' 14th Region All-A Tournament on the Killer Bee Sports Network.
For a new pharmacy, INC Kinney and the staff at East Kentucky Pharmacy, conveniently located inside Dr. Stumble's clinic, just above the Holly Hill Shopping Center in Hindman. They accept Medicaid, private insurance, and most Medicare Part D plans. Get stuck in long lines waiting for prescriptions to be filled? Get them filled in minutes at East Kentucky Pharmacy. They're locally owned and operated and have been serving the people of Knott County since 1973. Stop by and see the people you can trust at East Kentucky Pharmacy. Follow them on Facebook and give them a call at 785-3784. That's 785-DRUG.
This is Jeff Hamilton. My wife Jessica Moore Hamilton and I were recently blessed to purchase the Griffith Funeral Home. We believe that everyone deserves an honorable, respectful, and dignified final service within a reasonable budget. We welcome the opportunity to price match, and we offer pre-need burial policies that lock in the price and are transferable, like all cremations. Griffith Funeral Home, when only the best will do.
And Jenkins will inbound to start the fourth quarter. As they inbound it, they throw it out, and possession back in favor of Leslie County. And inbounding now for the Leslie County Eagles will be number 14, Waylon Mitchell, as he will inbound it now for Leslie County. And the official blows the whistle right in front of us on press row. And Mitchell going to inbound it now to Napier for Leslie County. Napier going to get that one off to, looks like that is Howard for 3. Shot is up, no good. Rebound this time Jenkins, as it is going to be on the rebound. McNeely, he'll get that one off to Owens. Owens another 3 on the way. Couldn't get that one, or rather Hall with the 3, couldn't get it. And Ball goes out of bounds after the shot, and they're going to say Leslie County last touched it, and possession will stay with Jenkins here. 7:40 to go in regulation. Leslie County 63, Jenkins 35, and Leslie County inbounds it here. And a basket there is good by Jenkins, actually. And getting that basket there, I believe that was McNeely who got it. The ref stood in front of me there, so I'm sort of stabbing that one, folks. So, and we've got a steal here by Jenkins as Leslie County had it on the other end of the basket as Jenkins with possession, as it is going to be Atkins up underneath to Connor Hall for the basket. It's good. Give him 8 points in the ball game, and it is Leslie County 63, Jenkins 39. And we've got a timeout, and it's a 30-second timeout. Nope, they're going to make it a full timeout for Leslie County, and we'll take one with them as well as we've got 7:13 to go in regulation. Leslie 63, Jenkins 39. We're coming right back in 30 seconds on the Killer Bee Sports Network.
Grapple to get you out of the mud in your driveway or parking lot. You need to call Kirby Higgs at 606-785-4838. If you need a house seat built, you need to call Kirby Higgs at 606-785-4838. If you need any type of dozer or excavation work, you need to call Kirby Higgs at 606-785-4838. If you need some gabion baskets to help stabilize a hill, you need to call Kirby Higgs at 606-785-4838. Kirby has years of experience in the construction business, and he does the job right. Don't track in that mud. Call Kirby at 606-785-4838. That's Hicks Brothers Construction of Knox County.
And it is Leslie County 63, Jenkins 39. Tyler Wolf here with you on the Killer Bee Sports Network, courtside, Alice Lloyd College, the Berry Campus Center building, as it is the boys' semifinals of the 14th Region All-A basketball tournament. Mitchell will inbound it to Napier for Leslie County. Back over to Mitchell, and Mitchell going to fire a three from the left wing, and that one bounces off, and we're going to have a rebound this time by Leslie County. And going in for the basket there for the Eagles is number 2 for Leslie County. That is Connor. Or rather, nope, actually, let me take that back. Number 2 there for Leslie County. Let me go and look at his name here. They've checked him into the ball game. That must be one of the freshmen, the JVs. I'll get his name in a second. Leslie County, or rather Jenkins with it. And a basket, one-hand shot there. That time by McNeely is good for Jenkins. And that makes it 65-41. And looks like here for Leslie County, number 2 is... he's going up inside for the basket again. Number 2 is Brandon Lumadou. Brandon Lumadou is number 2 for Leslie County. So let me write that down so we don't leave him out. Brandon Lumadou. I believe I'm saying his name right. And if I'm not, I do apologize about that. But I believe it's Lumadou, if I'm not mistaken. And Jenkins with possession of the basketball here as they bring it up the length of the floor has Wyatt. We'll get that one off to Hall. Hall with it. And they're going to get that one into, they got that one into Atkins. Atkins, they'll get that one into Lester. Lester, a jumper from the left elbow for Jenkins. No good, in a rebound, Leslie County. As it is going to be, it looks like here, number 23. For the Eagles, that's Howard with the basket, no good. Rebound, Mitchell for Leslie County, and we're going to have a foul up underneath there. And they're going to get that one on Jenkins. They're going to get that one on number 22, Hunter Wyatt. And that's going to be Wyatt's second. Team first in this quarter for Jenkins. And now Mitchell at the line for 2 for Leslie County, and the first one of 2 is up, and it's good. Mitchell going to get one more from the charity stripe here for Leslie County. 66-41, 25-point lead for the Eagles. Mitchell, second free throw, got it. 67-41. Leslie County, a 26-point lead. Jenkins with the basketball here, as it is going to be, looks like here, number 3. For Jenkins, that is Lester. We get that one off to Hall. Hall with it. Gets that one over now to Lester. Lester, and gets that one inside to number 15, Collier for Jenkins. Shot him no good. Rebound, Leslie County, as it is going to be. It looks like for Leslie County in the ball game, it is going to be Napier with a three-pointer, no good, and Looks like Howard went in for the rebound of the basket, no good, and a foul on Jenkins, and we're going to have that one called against number 2, Connor Hall of Jenkins. And that's going to be Hall's first. And that will be team second for Jenkins, and now Trey Howard at the line shooting 2 for Leslie County. The first one of 2, good for Howard. And it is Leslie County 68, Jenkins 41. And at this rate, unless something drastically changes, Leslie County going to advance on to the boys' championship game here tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. And a second free throw by Howard is up and good for Leslie County. And Jenkins with it now, as it will be McNeely up on the right wing. He'll get that one off to Hall. Hall with it, with a pass inside there to Atkins. And we've got a foul on Leslie County. And they're going to get that one on number 23 for Leslie County. Trey Howard is second, team first in this quarter for Leslie County. 5:07 to go, fourth and final quarter. Leslie County 69, Jenkins 41 at the moment. Coming up 30 minutes after the conclusion of this one, we're going to have Hazard at Breathitt County boys action. Then 30 minutes after that one, the girls 14th Region All-A basketball championship game, Hazard and Leslie County. Still yet to come on the Killer Bee Sports Network on this Saturday. Jenkins on the inbounds here. And a little jump shot there that time by Atkins is no good. Rebound Leslie County, and we're going to have another foul. I think they got that one on Collier of Jenkins, if I read the official signal right. Nope. No, they got that on number 14. My mistake. I got that on number 14 for Leslie County. Waylon Mitchell, that's his second, team second in this quarter for Leslie County. Jenkins will inbound it, as Collier will be on the inbound for Jenkins here, looking for the open person to get it into. And Collier gets that one into Atkins. Atkins going to go in for the jumper from the left elbow. That one no good. Rebound Mitchell of Leslie County, and a whistle. Foul on Jenkins. They're going to get Connor Hall with that one there for the Cavaliers. That'll be his second. That is the team second in this quarter for, nope, take that back, team third in this quarter for Jenkins. And possession stays with Leslie County as Waylon Mitchell will inbound it for the Eagles right in front of us here courtside. Mitchell going to get that one off to Napier. Napier gets it in there to Mitchell. And the ball goes out of bounds. And possession back in favor of Jenkins as Leslie County commits a turnover there. Mitchell stepped over the line there at the baseline to step out with it, and Jenkins gets it. As it is going to be, it looks like Collier inbounding to number 10, McNeely. McNeely going to dribble. Gets a pass in now to Wyatt. Wyatt. And a steal, Leslie County. And coming up with a steal for the Leslie County Eagles is number 2, Brandon Lumadou. Lumadou gets it into Mitchell, and we've got a whistle, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Jenkins. Yes, we will. Foul on number 10 for the Cavaliers. That is McNeely. That's his first, and that is the team fourth in this quarter for Jenkins. And now Leslie County's Mitchell will be at the line to shoot 2 here for Leslie County. First one of 2 for Mitchell is up and good for the Eagles. Given 3 points in the ball game. And just like that, Leslie County 70, Jenkins 41. Second free throw for Mitchell, no good for the Eagles. And a rebound, Jenkins. As it is going to be Connor Hall getting it up across the timeline, up to the top of the key. Against the 2-3 zone defense of Leslie County. A long 3 by Malachi Atkins is good for Jenkins. Malachi will hit his first 3 in the ball game. Second 3 as a team for Jenkins. As it is 70-44 now. 4 minutes to go. Eagles with it. Howard on the right wing passes up to the top of the key to Mitchell. Mitchell going to work it up inside. Ball goes out on the inbounds toward the basket. And they're going to say last touch Jenkins, and possession stays with Leslie County. 3:52 to go in regulation. Leslie 70, Jenkins 44. And Napier going to inbound here. And a cross-court pass gets into Howard for Leslie County at the baseline. They'll get that one off to Napier on the left wing. 2-3 zone defense here by Jenkins. Napier gets that one off to number 13 for Leslie County on the 3 there that time. That is Landon Hensley. Shot up no good. Jenkins on the other end of the court with it here as Atkins is up at the top of the key with it for Jenkins. Down to 3:27 to go in regulation. Atkins dribbles, works it up on the inside, goes up, layup underneath, and shot is not going to count, but we're going to get a foul, though, on Leslie County. Well, they got that one on number 14, Waylon Mitchell of the Eagles, and that'll be his third. That is the team third in this quarter for Leslie County. And Leslie County going to make a couple of substitutions and checking in for Leslie County right now be number 34 and number 35 into the ball game. And a basket by Jenkins there, up underneath that time by Hunter Wyatt. No good, and we've got to fight for a loose ball on the court. And we're going to have jump ball. And possession arrow will be in favor of Leslie County. And number 34 for Leslie County is Brumley. And 34 will be Brumley, and number 35 is going to be Begley. Into the game now for Leslie County. And we're going to have a three this time by Leslie County's number 13, Landon Hensley. Shot up no good, and a rebound, Leslie County. As it is going to be Brumley trying to come up with a rebound, and he tapped it out for Leslie, and possession arrow going to go back in favor of Jenkins here. And again, Leslie County 70, Jenkins 44. Game 1 of 2 of the boys semifinals of the 14th Region All-A tournament this afternoon. From Alice Lloyd College, Pippa passes Kentucky and Knott County. Atkins goes in with a layup underneath, couldn't get it, and a rebound, Leslie County. As it is going to be Mitchell getting that one off to number 2 for the Eagles there on the three-pointer. That is Brandon Lumadou. Shot up no good, rebound Jenkins. 2:22 to go in regulation. Atkins to Hall. Hall a three, couldn't get it. And a rebound and a put up there that time by Wyatt of Jenkins, and the shot is up. And it's good. Leslie County 70, Jenkins 46, 2:05 to go in regulation. Leslie County with possession of the basketball here, as it will be number 13, Hensley, getting it off to Brumley for three from the right wing for Leslie County. Shot up no good, but they'll get the rebound, and going in for it up inside is Mitchell, and he's fouled in there by Jenkins, and they're going to get that one on number 10 for Jenkins, McNeely, and that will be McNeely's second. Team fifth in this quarter, so that puts Leslie County in the bonus, and Mitchell will be at the line shooting 2 for Leslie County. First one of 2, good for Mitchell. And Mitchell right now is 4 of 5 unofficially from the free throw line. Jenkins going to bring in a host of substitutions, and I assume that's going to be freshmen and JVs as well for them. And Mitchell at the line for one more here for Leslie County. And I've got the Jenkins roster right here. And we'll give you the rundown of those names on the floor in just a moment. Second free throw there by Mitchell is good. That makes him 5 of 6 from the free throw line for Leslie County this afternoon. And that pushes the Leslie County lead out to 26 as it is 72-46. Leslie County over Jenkins, 1:50 to go in regulation. And Jenkins with possession of the basketball here, as it is going to be, it looks like, number 23 for Jenkins. That is, looks like here, Cole Lucas, and a still Leslie County, and Brumley going to go in with a one-hander for the Eagles. A little layup, shot up, and it's good. And it's 74-46. Leslie County, a 28-point lead. Jenkins with it, down to 1:20 to go in regulation. As Jenkins goes in for the basket there, Lucas shot up, no good. Rebound, Leslie County. As it is going to be here for Leslie County, number 12 in the ball game. And number 12 is Howard for Leslie County. Yep, number 12, Howard for Leslie County in the ball game right now. And last touch, Jenkins as it went out of bounds, and possession stays with Leslie County with 1:10 to go in regulation. And Leslie County going to advance on to the boys' 14th Region All-A Championship game tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock on a Sunday here at Alice Lloyd College. They'll await the winner of the Hazard-Breathitt County game that will come your way about 30 minutes or so after the conclusion of this one this afternoon here from Pippa passes as Brumley works it up on the inside for Leslie County. A put up, that one no good, and a rebound Jenkins here as they're going to bring the ball at the length of the floor. Number 20 for Jenkins in the game, that's Andrew Newsom. And we got a foul on Nope, we're going to have a ball out of bounds, tapped out by Leslie. Possession stays with Jenkins. And again, number 20 in the ball game for Jenkins right now, that is Newsom. And we're going to have a jump shot from the free throw line there by number 22 of Jenkins. Lucas shot up no good, and a rebound. Leslie County down to 47 seconds. Leslie County with a basket, no good. Jenkins on the rebound as they'll bring it up the other end of the floor. Lucas going to get that one off to Newsom, and they'll get that one off to number 23 for Jenkins. And I believe and we ain't got that one, unfortunately, on the scorebook. Didn't expect the freshmen at JVs to really get into this one here as Leslie County goes to the other end of the basket there, and the basket that time by number 13 of Leslie County. On the roster here, that is Landon Hensley. Went in for the basket, no good. Tapped out by Jenkins after the shot made. Possession stays with Leslie County down to 23 seconds, and a three this time by Leslie County's number 5, Noah Whitaker. Shot up no good and a foul on Jenkins, and they're going to get that one on number 20 for Jenkins, and that is Newsom. Yes, they got that one on, Andrew Newsom, and that will be his first. And now it is Begley at the line, shooting 2 for Leslie County. First one of 2 bounces off for Begley, and Begley going to get one more here from the charity stripe. Jenkins with 6 fouls in this quarter, Leslie with 4 in this quarter. 9.6 seconds left to go in regulation. Begley at the line for one more for Leslie County. Second free throw on the way. That one bounces off. And a rebound, Jenkins down to 7 seconds. And that is going to be your ball game. Leslie County will advance on to the boys' championship game tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock. And still there by Leslie County as we're going to have a long outlet pass, and they'll may get one more shot off. 3 seconds. And the ball goes out of bounds there. Tapped out, I believe, by Jenkins. And no, we're going to have a foul, actually, with 1.9 seconds there. I thought this game was just about over, but not just yet. Foul on Jenkins. They got that one on Andrew Newsom. That's his second. And Leslie County at the line for 2. And the first one of 2 is good there for Leslie County's number 12. That is Howard. Howard to get one more from the charity stripe. It's good, 76-46. And that's your ball game. Leslie County wins it over Jenkins with a couple of free throws to wind this one down. And again, Leslie County wins over Jenkins in boys action, 76-46. They'll be in the boys' 14th Region All-A Tournament Championship game tomorrow afternoon at 3 here at Alice Lloyd College. They will await the winner of Breathitt County and Hazard. That's who they await the winner of. And we will have that game coming up here in just about 30 minutes or so here from Alice Lloyd College at Pippa Passes. Let's go ahead and give you the final scoring here for Jenkins. Aiden Lester with 3 points. Malachi Atkins had, it looks like here, 11 points the ball game for Jenkins. The leading scorer for Jenkins, Chase McNeely, he managed to pick up 13 points and 4 points for Hunter Wyatt, and 8 points as well for Connor Hall, and 5 points for Kel Owens for the Jenkins Cavaliers. And for the Leslie County Eagles, Isaiah Begley with 6 points. Caden Bell with 2 points. Also Cutter Browning with 6 points. 7 points for Trip Brashear. Also 3 points for Landon Hensley. 10 points for Jesse Hoskins. And it looks like here 9 points for Trey Howard. 4 points for Nathan Lewis. And 5 points for Waylon Mitchell. Also 6 points for Jude Napier. And Trent Rosium had, it looks like here, 12 points in the ball game for Leslie County. Also 2 for Brumley and 2 for Howard for the Leslie County Eagles to wind down the final scoring in this one here. Stay tuned, my friends. Coming up here in about 30 minutes or so, we are going to have game number 2 here from Alice Lloyd College of the boys semifinals, which will feature the Hazard Bulldogs against the Breathitt County Bobcats. And we'll have that coming up here in about 30 minutes or so. So stay tuned with us here on the Killer Bee Sports Network. We're going to send it back to Cody Sparkman back at Studio Controls right now, as we are going to take a musical interlude break, and we'll rejoin you here in about 20 minutes or so on the Killer Bee Sports Network for Game 2, Hazard and Breathitt County.